Hello, Resurrection. It's Wednesday, August the 24th. That's what my little computer icon says. And boy, I am disappointed that we have had to cancel Wednesday and Thursday activities this week. I think it was the right thing to do. I don't want to get anybody sick. And I'm especially convinced that it was the right thing to do because we have not had any more COVID cases at the church. Not that I know of. Not that anybody has told me. And all of our cases have remained mild, and everybody seems to be feeling good and getting better. So I think it was the right thing to do to cancel Bible study and youth group and kids ministries tonight, and Women of the Covenant and yoga tomorrow. To just give everybody some time uh, to heal up, and I don't think anybody's contagious anymore, not as far as I know. So I think that was the right thing to do, and I'm ready to get back to it next Wednesday because we had a great Wednesday night last week. There were nearly 60 folks there, maybe a little more, counting all the kids and the youth. Bible study was fun. It was lively and it was crowded, and it was lots of questions and lots of good discussion. We had lots of visitors with us, some couples and some members of Louise Dozier's book club. Some of the nicest people you've ever met, and I think they're going to be back the next time we have Bible study, talking about just right now, talking about the Episcopal Church and what is it that we believe, and where are we with this and with that, and it's the chance to ask all the questions you've wondered about. What about what exactly do we believe? How are we different from, say, the Roman Catholics and how we believe about communion, or how are we different from the Baptists and how we believe about baptism, or infant baptism? What is that all about? And it's just a good time to ask all of those questions. I've got this fear that somebody will ask a question that stumps me. It sounds like a good way to make a fool of yourself in front of 60 of your best friends. But so far so good. We handled it all right last Wednesday. So show up next Wednesday, and you might see me make a fool of myself. That's always fun. I think youth group is going well, and I know that kids ministry is going well too. In the next couple of weeks, we will begin Christian Ed for all ages. I don't know what all the classes are yet because they're already set, but I just am not sure that I remember all of them off the top of my head. But we'll continue with the men's class. That's it's not really led by any one person. John Schuster and Dustin Bledsoe and Brian Millis and I and Frank Field and Lee Spitzer and Charlie Brush. We just all kind of, Clark Holmes. I'm missing somebody. I got to be careful. Brian Easterling. We just all kind of jump in there together, and it goes where it goes. Sometimes we talk about the scriptures for today. Sometimes we come in with something that we want to talk about, but we call it Christian Men, and it's basically about what is it that Christian men do as husbands, as fathers, as businessmen, as professionals, as retired people, as grandfathers, as uncles, you name it. Really, we talk about all of those things, and it's a pretty good class. We enjoy it very much. I know that we have plenty of other classes as well. Youth group starting, not youth group, but youth Sunday school, youth mornings beginning, and catechesis of the Good Shepherd for kids. I am sure there will be a women's class, the not just for moms class, I think they're calling it. Will be going again in earnest, and we have a few other things planned as well. I'm looking forward to that. So that starts not this Sunday, but the next Sunday at the same time that we have Meet in the Middle again, September, I think it's third or fourth, the Sunday. We'll begin Meet in the Middle again, where the two services come together in between, and we meet in the middle to catch up with all those folks that go to the other service from us. We have a good breakfast. We sometimes have a brief speaker or a brief topic, but usually not. Usually it's just breakfast and a good time. And I enjoy that very much. I think our singers will be back. We've only got 2 singers in the budget right now. The budget's awfully tight. I'd be a liar if I told you otherwise. The budget is tight, as it is for everybody here post COVID, but it's actually through a very, very generous, sweet donor family that we are going to be able to have 2 singers back, 2 scholarship singers, 2 Vandy singers. That's down from our 4 or 5, but 2 is still better than nothing. It really adds a lot to our choir and for our choir and for the music in the parish. We'll also that same family is also going to sponsor our a nursery worker for us again. So we'll be able to start the nursery up again that same Sunday, the first Sunday in September. Now, a lot of folks say, when I was growing up in church, we had nursery workers that were volunteers. People volunteered from the parish. That's how it was in the church that I went to. Also, of course, there were 700 people there on Sunday mornings in the church that I grew up in, and we've tried that a few times here at Resurrection. We do have people who are just absolutely willing to do that, of course, right? All you have to do at Resurrection is ask. But it eventually turns into just the same few doing it over and over and over again. And I feel like that's unfair to those folks who they're happy to do for their parish, but they want to be in church and they want to worship and nurture their own souls as well. And I think it's unfair to them for them to get stuck in the nursery every week. So we do hire nursery workers, and we will continue to do that until maybe we are of such a size that we can have a volunteer rotation to do that. So it does cost us, and it is expensive. But we've got several families right now that I think are probably not coming because they need. We love kids in church, and parents love having kids in church. But every now and then, mom needs a break, and that is perfectly fair. I understood that. We've been there. The Joneses have been there. So we try to have that nursery available when mom needs to nurture her own soul for just 1 hour, right? I think it's a service we can provide for moms and dads and grandparents. So that will begin not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, and we'll keep that going as long as possible. Like I say, I think you know this, that the budget is tight. I keep saying we're okay, we're fine, because we are fine. We're okay. Jesus never promised us. He always said we'd be all right. He never said we'd have 1 penny extra, and we don't right now. We don't have 1 penny extra, but we're okay. So we will keep going. We'll get back on track with all of our fall programming the first Sunday in September, and I'm looking forward to being back on track with all of those things. We started putting those back into place last year, and things were going gangbusters from about Lent through the end of the school year. But then when the end of the school year happened, people could travel again for the first time in a while. And boy, we hit a summer slump. It was the deepest summer slump that we've had since I've been here. But if you've been in church for the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, you've noticed that we're coming back, just like I suspected that we would. It's been great. The energy has been up. The music has been good. I sure am thankful for Hildegard. I think most of you know this, but Hildegard has been loyal to this parish through some circumstances that I don't know that I myself would have had the patience to endure. But she has been with us the whole time. Loyalty is her middle name, and I am so grateful to her for her loyalty and her love of this parish. I'm grateful to you for your loyalty and your love for this parish, and I hope that you know that I love you back. Cannot wait to see you this summer, this Sunday, and I also cannot wait for us to get all of the pieces put back into place this fall. Resurrection is a fun place to be, and it's going to be more and more fun, more and more meaningful. You're going to have a deeper and deeper experience as we get those things put back into place with your help, and I'll see you this very Sunday.